Gumti National Park is Nigeria's largest national park. It is located in parts of Taraba, parts of Adamawa, and parts of Cameroon. It is such a fascinating gift of nature. It's a beautiful place to go and connect with nature. There's several animals there, and lovely landscape, lovely vegetation, lovely plants and fauna. But of interest to us in this video is the chimps. Interestingly, Gumti National Park has arguably Nigeria's largest collection of chimps. And Jordan Peterson has provided an interesting perspective on chimps and what we may learn from seeing power management, pursuit of power, and the entire power infrastructure, that is a fascinating subject to humans all the time. But chimps do have a lot to teach us, as Dr. Peterson, reveals in the clip you're going to watch just now. Take a listen.
The best work that's been done on chimps so far has been done by Frans de Waal. And he's written a series of books about the emergence of proto-morality in chimpanzees. Now, chimps have to live in a social group, and for decades, and they have, you might as well call them friendships, because that's the closest analog, and they have to maintain those friendships. And they can't maintain them by dominance because, then obviously it's not a friendship. They have to maintain it by mutual grooming and caretaking. And so what de Waal has shown is that the alpha chimp, so you think of the alpha chimp as the roughest, toughest chimp in the troop, he's banging on sticks and threatening everybody, and he clambers his way up the hierarchy just like the Marxists would assume, and he establishes sexual superiority and propagates his genes. And the truth of the matter is, that's better than being weak and useless and dying, but it's not nearly as good as being genuinely reciprocal. And so what de Waal has shown is that sometimes the alpha chimp male is the smallest male in the troop, so that's pretty damn interesting. But more to the point, the alpha chimp is the most reciprocal member of the entire troop. So he's keeping track of his social relations, he's grooming his friends, they're interacting constantly, like he's maintaining social relationships like mad. And there's two advantages to that, apart from the fact that he attains a certain degree of a reverence, let's say, and authority, and some preferential sexual access, so it's a good biological strategy. The troop is also more stable emotionally, partly because it's not ruled by a tyrant, let's say, who's always disrupting things. But the alpha, who's reciprocal, also can have a long reign. Because if you're one of those chimps that use manipulation and power to climb up the hierarchy, as soon as you show a sign of weakness, two of the males that you've oppressed will gang together, which chimps are very good at, and tear you into bits. And so de Waal has written very frightening accounts, very graphic accounts of these revolutions against tyranny in chimp groups.